Hey, what's up, everybody? Meteorologist Frank Gaetano here for some live coverage. We have a tornado on the ground right now, just to the northeast of Florence, Texas, heading heading towards I-35, Prairie Dell area, Salado area. So this is what it looks like right now on reflectivity. We go into velocities here, and you can see a very strong couplet with this tornado right here. Very strong couplet. And if I go to correlation coefficient, there's our debris ball right there. So this is a dangerous, very dangerous situation. Let's zoom in here and get some roads going on here. So right now, let me zoom out real quick. So yes, we're along I-35 northwest of Gerald. This tornado is currently tracking eastward. Tracking eastward towards I-35. Let's get some roads in here. Zoom in. Get our correlation coefficient back up here. Okay, so it's traveling along Farm to Market Road 2843. So if you're anybody in that area, we have Cedar Valley Road is in the crosshairs of this tornado. I'm not getting a name for that one. Mustang Creek Road, Mission Trail, Western Trail, any of these areas heading towards I-35 in Salado, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. Make sure if you know anybody in that area, let them know. If you are in this area, definitely get to your tornado safe place, because there is a tornado on the ground traveling eastward towards you right now. So I'm going to do a query on this real quick so that we can get where's the query tool? That's the camera tool. Sorry, I'm not used to producing right now, so I need to get this going here. Query tool, palettes. All right. So I'm going to click on this tornado warning. Let's get the information up for this. Also warned for golf ball size hail, but that's not what I'm worried about right now. Weather spotters confirmed tornado moving east at 30 miles per hour. So I'm going to track that out. Let's get that going here. Okay, east at 30. So these are the towns. We have Salado and Academy. So 6 o'clock should be in Salado, and 6:25 going to be in the Academy area just south of Temple along Highway 190. So if you're in the path of this storm, make sure you get to coverage immediately. Clear indications of a debris ball just on reflectivity. That's not good when you see that. And like I said before, very intense looking couplet on this thing. So we'll zoom down in again. Here's where the tornado is on the ground. It's going to be right in here. Go to correlation coefficient. Boom, our debris ball is right up in here. So let's get some more roads on here. I think we had a radar update. Let me see if the comments are rolling in. Okay, nothing crazy for comments right now. So Cedar Valley Road, Mustang Creek Road. So I don't know if we actually did get the update for the radar yet. Hasn't moved very far. But yes, like I said earlier, traveling along Farm Market Road 2843, heading right towards I-35 between Prairie Dell and Salado. We also have another tornado warning up to the north. Did that expire? Okay, that one expired. There was another tornado warning up towards the north to the southwest of Waco. I believe there was a tornado on the ground with that one a few minutes ago that has since lifted. Yeah, maybe over here. So backtrack that. It was right in this area. Yep, there's the debris ball and our correlation coefficient here. So This is where your tornado was several moments ago, and it has since lifted. See the debris fall out there, so that tornado is no longer on the ground. So out of the woods on that one for now. But right now, we do have just this line developing of storms. Some storms going through the DFW, but whole reason I'm on here, the reason that this is important right now, is we do have a tornado on the ground ongoing currently. So if you know anybody in this area, I know we got some people watching here. If you know anybody in this area, in the Salado area, make sure that they're aware that this is happening. Have the news on. Usually people's phones will go off, but a lot of people don't have their phones around them all the time. So if you do know anybody in this area, tell them right now to find their safe place, because this looks like a pretty destructive tornado. Clear signature on reflectivity, clear signatures on velocity, and clear signatures on correlation coefficient of a debris ball on the ground. I don't know if the comments are populating fast enough on my system here, so I'm going to bring this up, the stream up on Facebook, and take a quick look to see if comments are rolling in. Okay. Yes, George, tornadoes do suck. I never like seeing tornadoes on the ground in populated areas. Yep, it's hailing. Okay, so nothing crazy going on in the comments right now. Let's zoom back in, get some more roads here. Still traveling along Farm Market Road 2843. Triangle Road to the south of there is in the crosshairs right now, and then up towards Hidden Springs Drive. This is where this is going to be going. Long Meadow, Mustang Creek Road, Mission Trail, Trails End. Anybody in this area, Wells Lane, Dove Hollow Lane. Yeah, this is an intense couplet. This is looks like a fairly strong tornado right now. Correlation coefficient and a pretty substantial debris ball. Your tornado is going to be right up in here, likely on the southern edge of this debris ball. So like right in here, that's generally where you're going to be seeing this tornado right now. Back over to velocities. Bring it back just a little bit. This is the evolution of this thing. Couplet forms here. It's on the ground. It's been traveling pretty much due eastward. It looks like it took a little bit of a northeastward jog on that last frame here. Oh man, look at that. That's classic hook echo. Actually looks less classic on that last frame. Hopefully it's starting to occlude and we see this thing weaken. Let me bring the comments back up. People are asking about hail. Well, I'm not doing hail coverage right now. This is going to be more important. Tornado being on the ground heading towards the I-35 corridor. So that's going to be more important right now. Okay. Let's zoom back out, get a picture of the whole storm here. As it tracks eastward towards Salado. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It looks like it may be starting to occlude here on this last frame. It's not as classic looking of a hook, so hopefully this thing is starting to weaken and this tornado lifts soon. But right now, let's bring up the velocity, see if that update along with it. It's still a good couplet. It's not good. And we still have a debris ball on the ground. So this tornado appears to still be on the ground, tracking eastward. I am going to take a second to back all the way out here, give you a full scope of what's going on in Texas. A bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings going from the DFW Metroplex down the I-35 corridor towards the Temple, Texas area. We did have a little bit of isolated quarter-size hail earlier in San Antonio, but like I said, again, that's not what's important right now. Trying to keep the focus on this tornado that's on the ground. I think, man, I really hope it's starting to weaken. the radar presentation of this is either weakening or it's cycling. So fingers crossed that it's weakening, but we do see that hook starting to occlude up towards the north, going up that way instead of pushing due east. So that's kind of what we want to see if we want to see this thing start to weaken. Let me back that out. See what the velocities look like. The velocity has not updated along with the reflectivity, it looks like. So we still need to wait for this velocity frame to update to see if that couplet has weakened at all. Let's see if the correlation coefficient has. Oh man, that's a lot of. It's either hail or debris getting thrown into the storm. It looks like there's hail in this storm. But this is definitely our. Where'd my pallets go? There we go. Right in here is where our tornado is going to be currently. Right in that hook right there. And the correlation coefficient shows objects within the storm. So those deep greens and blues that I have circled there, that's the radar picking up those objects being tossed by the tornado into the storm and into the air. We did that actually update? Let's see here. Yes, so we do have a velocity update, and tornado appears to still be on the ground. This is not good. I'm going to zoom back in and get some more roads for you guys. Let's go the velocity. Okay. It's still on that farm to market road there. Mustang Creek Road is getting hit pretty much right now, it looks like. Oh boy. If it continues eastward, it's going to go just south of Cheyenne Pass, but that does not mean that you're in the clear. So definitely, if you're anywhere in these areas, take cover immediately. Don't go outside and try to look at it, take video so you can get on the news. Don't do that. Get into your shelters immediately. And I do not like what I see here. It looks like we have a more populated area in the town of Salado. You guys are in the crosshairs. So if you are in Salado, Texas right now, you need to get to your safe place immediately, because this thing is going to cross the highway in several minutes here and get into town. It's a mean storm. Let me show the life cycle of this thing again. Tornado got on the ground about here, so it's been on the ground for several minutes now, traveling almost due east, slightly east-northeastward, so Salado is definitely directly in the crosshairs of this tornado. Is not what we like to see. Pulling this back out again to see if any other tornado warnings have dropped. Hey Heather, if another tornado warning drops, especially if it's confirmed, just let me know. You can yell over the audio. We do have other activity going on, expected to go on up in Iowa and then up in towards the southern Minnesota area. We don't have any tornado warnings up there yet, but this is where this area here is going to be the biggest risk for tornadoes going into this evening into tonight as the shear increases across the region. So we do expect several tornadoes in that area. I'm going to go back down to the current tornado right now though. Everybody hear me okay? Let me grab the comment section here, see if we got anybody commenting. I live on Dove Hollow Lane. Oh, you need to get into your safe place immediately, like right now. Yeah, I know. Yes, Joe. We love to see the large hail for work purposes, but I agree. We don't like to see the wind and the tornadoes. Hail and DFW's not looking amazing right now. Will Belton be okay? Let's check in on Belton. I'm pretty sure Belton's in the clear. Where's Belton over here? Got Temple here. Belton, yeah, this storm is to the south of Belton. So Belton, you should be And barring some crazy movement from this storm, you should be okay in Belton. It does look like a big tornado, Robert. So, okay. Thank you, Anthony, for responding. I'm gonna be covering this tornado almost exclusively until it lifts, and then I can get into some of the hail that's going on. I don't want to leave this for too long, though. I'll take this brief overlooking of what's going on, but I'm not gonna start digging into places until this tornado lifts, because this is the main danger right now, is this tornado that's on the ground. Have we gotten a radar update? That's actually looking a little messier. That's kind of what we want to see. A couple, it's still really strong though. Yeah, it's still on the ground, it looks like. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Longmeadow, Mission Trail, East Creek View Drive, Trails End, Cheyenne Pass, Wells Lane. You guys need to be in your safe place right now. Let's see if they updated the warning for this. Okay, check this out. Radar confirmed tornado. It's a PDS. Yep, I would say that that's a fair warning. PDS stands for particularly dangerous situations. So when it is a particularly dangerous situation, the National Weather Service issues those warnings. It is moving. Is it moving at the same pace? 30 miles an hour, yes. Okay. So let's go back. I'm going to pull that out. And this. Salado Academy at 6:26, but Salado, you are under the gun right now. What time is it? That says 6:02. Yeah, it's coming right now. Heidenheimer at 6:31 and Rogers at 6:38. I don't think they've extended the warning yet, so if you haven't been alerted and you are watching this and haven't gotten that warning, make sure you're aware of this and make sure you have your precautions in place to get to your safe place. Going to zoom back in on here, see if we got another velocity update on this storm. Yeah, a couple still there. And tornado's going to be right in here. Which is, it's kind of hard to see right now because it is a little bit noisy with the correlation coefficient in here. But when it matches, when you see those deep blues matching up with that velocity couplet right there, that's your debris ball. So that's where this tornado currently is. So this is currently affecting, there's no road name on that. Okay. West Creek View and Mission Trail are getting hit right now. And like I said, this is coming straight into Salado. Royal Street, Indian Trail, pretty much downtown in the town. Van Bibber Road, West Creek Drive. Make sure you guys are in the safest place possible that you can be. If you don't have a storm shelter, a basement, interior room. Yeah, try to be as safe as possible here. We definitely got a radar update. Yep, still got a couple there. The velocity signature overall doesn't look as impressive as it did a few seconds ago, but this tornado seems to still be on the ground. I'm going to zoom out here, see what else we have going on. Nothing serious as of yet. Okay, I am going to query these just to see what we have going on up here. Quarter-size hail in the city of Joshua. We got nickel-sized hail in Granbury. And this is our tornado watch. It's going till 11 p.m. tonight for for DFWs included, down to Waco. I think it's down to Austin. Yes, Austin is included in this tornado watch. Let's check the comments real quick. Live chat. There we go. Okay, somebody's asking to see Hazlitt. I think that's in DFW. Let me check on this real quick. Okay, we have a couple of seconds. Hasn't moved very much since I listed the street names. Hazlitt. Check out this storm real quick. Okay. I don't really see anything to indicate any very large hail. Only area I could see the possibility of greater than subsevere hail would be this area right up in here, which would be I-35 and Route 170. That's your quick look at Hazlitt. Let's take a look up in Wisconsin real quick. I think John mentioned something in our group chat. Oh, we have a tornado warning up in Iowa. We'll take a quick look at this. Go to reflectivity. Sorry, I'm going quiet for a second. Our group chat is, I want to make sure I'm checking everything. Okay. Let's zoom in on this. Doesn't look like it's too close to the radar, so it might be hard to see what we need to see here. Definitely pretty good couplet on this, even though we're picking it up pretty high. Oh, there might be a tornado on the ground with this. Let me query this and see if it's a confirmed tornado warning. It is not confirmed yet. Radar indicated rotation, but that might be a debris ball right there. Yeah. So let me zoom in on this again. Let's go to velocity. Yes, so our couplet's right there. Let's see, correlation coefficient. It's not picking up crazy signatures, but like I said, it doesn't seem like we're too close to the radar right now. So there may be debris, like a better debris signature closer to the ground, and this might be some other lighter stuff that's getting lofted. So it might not be a crazy signature right now. So there's a possible tornado on the ground north of Pomeroy, Iowa. Oh, I gotta get off that. See if we have roads loaded up here. We do not, but possible tornado near Route 4 and Route 7 north of Pomeroy, heading towards Palmer, Iowa. Not confirmed yet, but it definitely looks like there's indications of the possibility of a tornado on the ground currently. I'm going to query these hail reports real quick. See what we're working with. Quarter-size hail. Quarter-size hail. And quarter-size hail. So 3/4 reports came in on the storm as it went through Fonda, Iowa. So that's our other tornado warning right now. Like I said, this is the main risk area for tornadoes this evening, is northern Iowa going into like the border of southern Minnesota. This is our first one, but we are expecting several more tornado warnings to come from this area. I'm going to go back down to Texas. Let me check the chat real quick, I think. So, okay, they're talking amongst themselves. I don't need to go to Iowa or Wisconsin. Zoom back in down here. This storm. Computer's not running super fast right now. Okay, so this is entering Salado. Let's see what the velocity couplet looks like. It looks like it weakened. That tornado shot northward. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, it occluded northward, so see that couplet jump up north like that? Let's see what the correlation coefficient did there. Where's the velocity here? Man, that is messy. It's tough to tell if it was still on the ground or not. This correlation coefficient is all sorts of noise going on in here. So it's tough to tell if that was still on the ground as it shot northward there. But it looks like that tornado did occlude just before getting to Salado. So that's good to see, as that's a more populated area. We don't want to see anybody getting hit by these. Is it still, that couplet's still up there? Ooh, go back. So we have a couplet over South Shore Drive. I'll get this off here. Yeah, let's get that off of there. South Shore Drive, Cedar Knob Church Road. I'm not sure exactly what town this is. I don't know if it's still part of Salado or Youngsport. Possibility of a debris ball right here. We just got a radar update. Velocities did not update, but the correlation coefficient did. I want to see what this did on reflectivity. So it shoots northward. That's normally when they occlude like that, they'll lift, but that couplet continued to shoot northward. Don't really see that too often. Just like steers right away from the town of Salado. That's I'm glad. Well, I'm not glad that it's hitting anybody, but I'm glad that this town with lots of people in it did not get a direct impact from this storm. I'm going to check the comments real quick. I'm going to zoom out before I do so people can look at the radar. This is our storm right here, and this is where there's a potential tornado on the ground right now. All right, live chat. Hearing it's hailing in Hazlet. Yep, we looked at that real quick. Yes, thank goodness that town got spared. Absolutely. Dime to marble size hail in Fort Worth. Thank you, Anthony. Are they coming in on here? Okay. Okay. So not too many new comments coming in unless they're not listing them in the right order here. Okay, yes, yep, I already addressed Belton. Belton should be good unless this thing's doing some wonky stuff, so let me make sure where Belton is here. Yeah, Belton should be up here. Belton should be good from this potential tornado here. I wonder if we got that velocity update yet. So there's our couplet, and it looks like it's weakening. Right there, you see those bright colors and how they fade away. So that couplet appears to be weakening. I think this tornado probably has lifted by now. We do still see some debris, but this stuff kind of stays in the air too. So even after a tornado lifts, you might still see some of the signatures for debris floating through the air from these storms. Okay. So this is, let's check out the hail that occurred with this now that that tornado seems to have lifted. So here was our hail core heading towards this, just to the north side of Salado here. Let's take a look at that correlation coefficient from that. Seems like some pretty decent size hail. We're going to be looking at, I'd say, at least golf ball size hail, given those deep blues and greens in the correlation coefficient there. So if we zoom in on that, get you some roads for where the hail occurred. I'll go back one frame. Paloma Loop E, Salado Heights Drive, Lark Trail. Okay, get down here. It's not giving me those road names. But yeah, generally the north side of Salado, looks like you guys got probably about golf ball size hail with this. And we can go to the current frames here. The storm kind of stopped moving. It's like lifting northward now. Interesting. Wonder if it hit some kind of boundary, or if this storm to the north is kind of impeding its progress and trying to suck it into here, trying to go this way with it. We'll have to see how that plays out. Let's go back. Alright, let's zoom out here. We have another storm down here that's severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see how we look for hail on this, heading towards Gerald. Could be some large hail in here. If you guys aren't picking it up yet, catching on to the pattern here, correlation coefficient definitely helps determine hail size. So once you start seeing those greens and blues mix in there, that's where you're going to be seeing the largest hail. Let me check the comments again real quick. Don't think we've had any more come in. Okay, back out of that, go back to reflectivity, and let's take a look at some other stuff that's going on around here. Waco, looks like your chances are about to be over, unless this linear storm magically isolates itself and gets new updrafts. Looks like your chances are almost over here for hail. Let's head up to DFW. We have some reports to look at up here. Let's query those up. Hazlet. Hail, quarter size hail. Okay, so there was quarters in Hazlet. Just south of there, to the north side of Fort Worth, quarter size hail reported in Saginaw. And to the southwest side of Hazlet, also quarter size hail. So it looks like DFW got some quarters. Can zoom out on here, but it does look like that hail threat is gone now. If we roll it back a little bit, here's where your hail is falling. The storm looks to have weakened a bit. Yeah, I'd say the severe hail is not falling out of this anymore. So we can check elsewhere. Let's zoom all the way out here. Head up north. Bunch of hail reports coming in. Let's check out this tornado warning real quick. That looks like a pretty classic hook. It's far from the radar. This is going to be tough to see. We do have a broad couplet. It's, picking it up higher up, and you probably wouldn't be able to see a debris ball right here. So this is going to be tough to see. This storm that went through the Palmer area is heading towards Gilmore City and just to the east of Pocahontas. I may hop off here soon. Let me see. Sioux Falls has a severe thunderstorm warning. I don't know if we have that radar loaded. It doesn't appear so, so we're not going to be able to really check that storm out. Any other big cities in crosshairs right now? Does not appear that way. I'm going to take one last look at this tornado warning down here, and they have gotten rid of the tornado warning. So I am going to hop off here. Thank you for watching. We don't like seeing tornadoes hit people, so we like to come on and give people fair warning. A lot of people, follow us, and they don't have their TVs on, so they're not going to be watching the news. So we try to do what we can to be helpful in that aspect. But thank you for watching. We're going to stick around here for a little while longer, and if another tornado is going to be impacting people, or if a big city is at risk for large hail, we'll come live again. And again, thanks for watching, guys.